Секундочку, я разошлю ссылку. Let's wait for a couple of minutes while the audience is gathering, okay? And then we'll start.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let's start then. Surayyo, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So hello, Surayyo. Hello, everyone who is watching us right now. I'm very happy to be here, and I hope our today's talk is going to be great. My name is Ademia Vaskanova. I'm from Kyrgyzstan. Currently, I am a social media marketing specialist at C5+1 Youth Council. I will be moderating this session today. So I myself started my journey in Youth Council, C5+1 Youth Council in 2022 as a member, and now I'm a social media and marketing specialist. Today's guest is Surayyo Khayrullaeva. Surayyo Khayrullaeva was a C5+1 Youth Council member from Uzbekistan in 2022, and she will talk about leading the new generation. American Hub Learning Center and Invaluable Hub, preparing future leaders for Ivy League and international schools. So now I would love to give the floor to Surayyo to tell about herself.
Thank you, Adine, so much for inviting me. First of all, I am very happy to see you again. And if I introduce myself, I joined C5+1 when it was, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, 2021. And then I started my volunteering projects there as a member. Basically, this I studied at American University of Central Asia. Last year, I graduated, business administration major, and I after graduating I came back to Uzbekistan and opened my first learning center, American Hub. And basically, Invaluable Hub is the same version of American Hub, but it's more online and more available for everyone. And I think that's pretty about me.
Thank you very much, Sayo. Now, let me tell just a little bit about C5+1 Youth Council. So it's, hold on a second. Yeah. So in 2016, the US Embassy in the Kyrgyz Republic created a dynamic C5+1 Youth Council that brings together youth from Central Asia and Afghanistan with diverse backgrounds, leadership skills, and mindsets for positive change. Since October 2023, the Center for Civic Engagement of the American University of Central Asia has administered the C5+1 Youth Council program with a grant from the United States Department of State. The opinions, findings, and conclusions stated herein are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect those of the United States Department of State. The goal of the project is to develop a regional network of civically engaged and English-speaking youth leaders across Central Asia who work to advance C5+1 priorities. So before Surayyo starts her presentation, I would like to ask everybody, after watching this session, please head over to the description of the video and share your thoughts by answering 2 quick questions. Your feedback really helps us out. So now, Surayyo, please, you can start your presentation. I'll edit here.
Thank you so much. Can I start now? I think I can start. Okay. Basically, today I really wanted to talk about how American Hub is operating, how it was founded, and a little bit more about Invaluable Hub and our students' achievements as well, and what we are doing, how we are doing. I think when I say next page, can you click to next page, please? Yeah, and here short intro about me for those that doesn't know. I am actually from Uzbekistan, specifically from Kashi. It's pretty small region in Uzbekistan, city in Uzbekistan, very far from the capital. And how my journey started for applying to international universities, let's say scholarships, it started from Flex. I was a finalist of Flex 2020. And after that, I applied for USCAEF scholarship, which gave an opportunity to study at UTSA for fully funded. It's pay full ride scholarship. And then, as I said, I graduated business major and concentrated on marketing a little bit more. And then during my university years, I was busy with Invaluable Hub. It was an online community where I gathered all young people from Uzbekistan who were studying at international universities and at Ivy League universities. And we were in we were actually very big community, which was actually initiated by me. So uh, that's why I'm the founder, let's say. And I decided to open this small opportunity in my city as well. And after graduating, I came back to Kashi. And now we opened a big center called American Hub, where students learn first English, and then they will not only be limited with learning English, but they continue their journey with getting their test scores, and then after applying to universities and so much more. I'll talk about it a little bit later. And the next page. So yeah, a brief introduction to American Hub Learning Center. It was not. It was actually our first official opening ceremony was on June 2024. I just came back from Bishkek after my graduation from 5th of June, and American Hub was opened after 3 days. Actually, American Hub plan of American Hub and all the style and collecting team and everything was prepared beforehand. A year ago, I started everything online, and in 3 days, we just prepared everything in the center, and we did this big opening ceremony. As you can see, we have this 3 floor apart, let's say 3 floor building, which is located in Karshi. And our mission is to prepare students for academic success, international opportunities, and scholarships through personalized education. At American Hub, we only teach English in English. Even our students' level is beginner or from zero. Our teachers try to teach them only in English, using their specific methods, using TVs, videos, games, and everything. It's basically very interactive education style, which is very new for Karshi. And inspiration, opening the center after my graduation to help students achieve their academic dreams and prepare for studying abroad. Since in Karshi there was not much opportunities to learn about international universities, scholarships, or there were not so many learning centers to learn English specifically and English speaking. I decided to create an opportunity. So it was my inspiration, and then that's why I started from my own small city. I had a plan to open it in Tashkent as well, but since in Tashkent there are a lot of opportunities for students, it was really nice decision, I guess, to open it in Karshi, since students really enjoy American Hub now. And the next page. Here, a short about the service which American Hub provides now. We provide English language courses from beginner to advanced, and we focus on their academic English. We have TOEFL courses, we have SIT courses, which is very new to Karshi, and also we have IELTS courses as well, and just speaking classes. And then once they finish learning English, we also prepare them for universities and scholarship preparation. We have some teachers who graduated international schools, who got full ride scholarships and came back to Karshi like me, and they now started teaching, and they guide our students on international universities application, personal statement writing, and interview preparation. Since many students have very big mistakes on writing personal statement, most of them they write it very general. It's really boring, and our, let's say, mentors help them to craft their personal statements as well, through reflections, through reading. They Our students read lots of philosophical stuff and reflect on so many stuff. They write, even to write their personal statement, our students at least should write 20 page of reflection about their life. So it's basically very intensive studying. And then mentorship and career counseling we do offer, helping students plan their academic path and careers. We help them to choose their major, to choose their interests, their universities, and everything. And we also prepare for cultural exchange programs. There are so many exchange programs that is offered by different part of the world, and most of the students, they really don't have any idea about it. They don't have any idea that they can fund their education through some programs. So we offer this kind of help as well, and we always let our students know that this opportunities also exists, and if they try they can get it. So basically that's about our services. And the next page. And here you can see the photo from our opening ceremony. We have team members of 13 people. Most of them are very well qualified teachers. Some of them our HR manager and in content making team. So we have really high skilled and experienced in teaching, university preparation, and career guidance. Next page. Here you can see some students. Oh, basically, there is also one fact that I want to talk about American Hub Learning Center. I was really, let's say, worried when I was opening American Hub in Kashi specifically, because I was like, maybe there is not enough demand, let's say, maybe students are not well interested enough. This was my biggest worry. But fortunately, after 2 weeks of opening, we had more than 100 students. I mean, after 9th of June, there was like 2 weeks, and after 2 weeks, we had more than 100 students, and I was really shocked by the fact that students are really interested in this kind of place, that they already knew that American Hub exists, and they started bringing their friends. It was really actually a lucky project that I ever did. And here is the photo of from my Invaluable Hub community, which is online, and most of the students are here. We had graduation ceremony, we celebrated it, and they came from very, very different villages, from different places, and we gathered them here, and they got their own certificates. They successfully finished the course. Most of them applied to universities. Most of them got full ride scholarships. And the next page. Mm. Can we move to next page, please? Yeah, and about Invaluable Hub is, as I mentioned, it's online community dedicated to providing students in Uzbekistan access to global education opportunities. And our mission is to connect students from all regions of Uzbekistan with international schools and scholarship opportunities. And our vision is to empower students by helping them pursue their higher education abroad, especially in top universities in the US and other countries. Next page. There is really interesting story about Invaluable Hub. There are so many student success, especially most of the guys are really motivated guys, but they don't have, let's say, enough fund to cover their education. But their interest, but their motivation is really high, which I am really happy about it, and that's why Invaluable Hub in 2 years taught over 500 more than 500 students through online platforms, and we helped also many students to gain admission to prestigious international schools, including universities in the US, United Kingdom, and other global institutions. And the students who enrolled in Invaluable Hub, they also received full ride scholarship. How we basically do it, we just guide them. We usually make them to read more about philosophical stuff, about reflections. We make them to get SIT. I am basically their mentor to guide them. I put them a plan. I try to show their, let's say, plant road so that they will not be, I don't know, out of the way or something like this. Let's move to the next page. I Here is the next page. Yes, it's our student who got enrolled in, I think here there is a one student who got enrolled in so many universities in Europe, but there is one prestigious exchange program called NSP, and she was the winner of NSP scholarship holder, and it's basically fully funded scholarship. Students who are still studying in Uzbekistan, they can apply for NSP, and they can go to Europe to study for a semester, which is very nice opportunity for girls, especially since in Uzbekistan most of the parents, they will not allow their daughters to go abroad for 4 years. That's why I usually help my girls for to attend this kind of exchange programs as well. And as you can see, she also got enrolled to UK's top universities and got scholarships as well. And the next, I have there is a really next page. The student, yes, this student as well. Very, he got really nice background. His IELTS was but his IELTS was very low. Let's say it was 6.5, and it was really, he thought that it's really hard to get full ride scholarship. But actually, this is the main concern in Uzbekistan or maybe in Central Asia. Students think that if they have higher test scores, they get full ride scholarships, but which is really not true. Um, Basically, the fact that you can get full ride scholarships is about your background, is about your extracurriculars that you did at school or out of the school, and your personal statement and other many factors. It's not only about your IELTS. It doesn't mean if students get 8 points from IELTS, they get full ride scholarships, which is not true. But students always worry about this. And when I met with this student, he also was very worried that he got like 6.5, but still we applied together. He did his research. I told him how to do research and everything, and he applied to University of Messina in Italy, and he applied for Erasmus as well. And at the end, he got fully funded scholarship by Erasmus. Now Erasmus is covering his education in Italy, which I am very happy about. Since he's also from very ordinary family, he got really nice grades, and now he's living in his dream, which is very nice. And the next page. There is also one interesting student of mine. Why I'm showing the students is if there are students are watching us who are studying at school, I want them to be inspired as well. So that I'm showing these simple, ordinary kids from ordinary families that made their dreams come true. Ibrahim John also got improved his background. He did lots of let's say extracurriculars, and he got really nice honors and he applied to USCAEF. I myself was the winner of USCAEF, so it was very easy process to fill the documents. Many students, when they see university documents, they feel very overwhelmed, which is not true. uh, if they are dedicated enough, it's actually very easy process if they are really consistent. And he kept his consistency, and he got full ride scholarship. He also got full tuition from Inha University, and now he's studying at Inha University with full tuition. And next, um and here as well there are so many stories which I really want to share, and which I am really proud that that Invaluable Hub could make this kind of students. And now not only me or not only the my friends who got full ride scholarships they are studying, but our mentees that we taught, that we helped, that we guided, they are also studying at Invaluable Hub. And these students as well now helping to other young kids, which I am really really happy about. I wrote here in Uzbek, I was very confused, but she is also winner of Erasmus Plus program and did her exchange in Europe. And the next page. um, and really interesting fact about Invaluable Hub, it's not just like you study in the course, you read the books, you are guided, but it's much more than this. We are one family. We always meet with our students in different regions. I usually travel to a lot of regions in Uzbekistan to see my students. We usually send gifts. For example, we have this tradition: if student enrolls in university or gets scholarship, we usually send really nice gifts like Invaluable Hub shopper or Invaluable Hub merch, which they really really like. And usually we put this rule. Like if students really want to get it, if they get into schools, we for free send these gifts. It's and they are usually more motivated when they hear about it since they really like it. And the next page. And here, what I really want to say is if students are watching us or will watch the recording after it finishes, to all students watching today, I encourage them to dream big, really big, and pursue their opportunities. And the world is full of possibilities, and with right guidance and determination, there are no limits to what you can achieve. I always say to students that if you had the dream, that dream was planted in your heart for a reason. That's why I think you guys have to keep going up. And the next page, I tried to make it a little bit short. I hope you guys were not bored. And thank you so much. If you have questions, let me know.
Thank you so much, Surayyo. It was a very, very, really interesting presentation. I guess people who are watching us right now, probably they do have questions, and I would like to remind everyone that you can ask your questions in the comments section below. So while everybody's there, while they are texting their questions, I would just once again, I would like to ask everybody after watching this session, please head over to the description of the video and share your thoughts by answering two quick questions. Your feedback really helps us out. So now, while they are texting, I would like to tell more about Youth Council. The C5+1 Youth Council is a diverse group of university students from Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Afghanistan. Every year, new in-person and virtual Youth Council members from Central Asian countries and Afghanistan are selected among students representing local universities in Kyrgyzstan based on open competition, which includes application review and interviews, gender balance, diversity, and genuine interest in Youth Council objectives. Currently, the C5+1 Youth Council network consists of 186 Youth Council alumni and 49 Youth Council members. The C5+1 Youth Council selects virtual members too. The Youth Council reinforces the US Central Asia C5+1 joint goals of the C5+1 platform. The C5+1 Youth Council members and alumni conduct their own youth-led projects that align with the C5+1 platform agenda: peace and security, economic growth, energy and environment, and people-to-people connections. So let's see what questions do we have now.
I actually wanted to add one more thing, if you guys don't mind, about C5+1. I forgot to add it in my presentation. When I was member of C5+1, we did so many projects. This was very nice community. I learned a lot. And then now, every year, there is an alumni grant, which I think everyone knows about it. And this year I also applied for it and hoping to get the results. There is also one news about
Yeah,
Invaluable Health Community.
yeah, we can already actually see the questions in the comment section. The first question comes from Mustansir Sulaimanzoda. How did you raise a fund? Or you did it by your own fund? That's the next question. Probably it's one.
Um, American American Hub I did by my own fund, and once American Hub were operating very nice, then I upgraded Invaluable Hub to the next level. So it's just by investing to my business and to my another business. I did it by myself.
Okay, thank you. And the next question comes from Farman Khan. What's meeting ID? Oh no, let's go to the one. That's not the one. Also, is it nonprofit or it is your own business? Mustansir again.
Right now it is the type of business, let's say. But the thing is this about American Hub, it's not the only focused on business. The plan is not to make the business, but American Hub is still, we opened American Hub, let's say 6 months ago, and we're still investing the money that we get from teaching to American Hub itself to create more opportunities and to do some other stuff. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Next question from Dylan Giss. What key leadership qualities are essential for guiding the next generation in a rapidly changing world? Wow.
Dylan, yes, I'm very happy to see you first of all, and thank you for the question. I think that's very right. That world is rapidly changing, and the young people are also changing. Now you cannot guide them, you cannot lead them by forcing, but by being very rude or something like this. They are very free souls. They like being. In freedom. So, what I usually do with my students or in my American Hub team, I it's very free opportunity, and I am not their not as their teacher, but I'm as their friend. I communicate with them, I laugh with them, I joke with them so that they can feel free, they can share their ideas. And there is basically no really, really hard boundaries between my team and me. We are like just friends. And I think this should be the first quality in this today's rapidly changing world, to create this friendly atmosphere between you and your team.
Thank you. The next question is from Erika. Erika Janbekova, what was the biggest challenge for you in your journey and how did you overcome it?
Mm, the biggest challenge for American Hub Learning Center itself. Um, First, the biggest challenge was we were very nice to this region's audience, let's say, parent. When we created these classrooms, there were no tables, there were no chairs, and students just could sit on the floor and watch the TV and talk with their teacher, and their teachers also sit with them, they play with them in English. And it was very, very new atmosphere for um, people in Kashi, and most of the parents didn't like it. The fact, which made me very sad, they were like, where is their table, where is their chair, why they're not writing, why you are not like uh, giving them a lot of homework. The parents were calling us and asking like, you have to give too much homework for my child because he's lazy. And we're like, we have our own technique, don't worry, your child will learn very soon, just he needs time. But to make a connection with parents, it was a bit harder for us. But now our own audience, which took us 6 months, and now parents and students also love us. I cannot say that 100% we achieved this success, but still now people are adapting. Now when they look at American Hub, they're like, oh, okay, they have American style, they say. But it's still very new to Kashi.
Okay, thank you. Um, and the next question again from Musnansir Sulaimanzada. If your project will be selected this year, is it possible to join your project as a member or is it possible to add you in my project if it will be selected, Surayyo Khan?
Sure. I am always open to work together, and I would be really happy if you add me as well. And I wish you best of luck. And sure, if mine will be selected, always let me know. Write me on Telegram, maybe, because in Uzbekistan we always use Telegram, and I'm always online there. So just let me know. We
Okay.
can work together.
Um, Dilanges asks one more question. What motivates you personally to lead and inspire the next generation?
Um, Thank you, Dylan. Yes, actually, the motivation comes from my own childhood, and I do have my own sisters as well. And as I say, I just cannot close my eyes and leave again to study for masters after just graduating university. So I just decided to come back, create more opportunities, since I myself suffered a lot when I wanted to learn something, when I wanted to have access something. It was really, really hard. So I just want young people to achieve their dreams a little bit faster than I did, and my sisters as well. Especially girls. I always encourage girls. I always inspire girls, and so yeah, usually girls motivate me.
Thank you, Surayyo. Uh, the next question is from Adina Rashidova. Are there programs that encourage students to take initiative and lead projects?
Mm. Yes, there are lots of programs, and the first that came to my mind it's C5+1 Youth Council. You can join, you can create projects, you can work with community. There are a lot of opportunities. They're a really great team. I really adored C5+1 when I was in Bishkek, since I was very far away from my own home country. But the team in there and the support in there was really more than enough for me. So I usually suggest, even you are not in Uzbek, even you are not in Bishkek, you can join online. I guess we still have online mentorship membership, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can even lead a project. You can create your own project and apply for fund, and you can fund your project. It's very, very nice opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I guess we don't have any more questions, but oh no, there is one question. Um, from Dishot Norov. Hey again, Surayyo, do you have any partnerships with any organizations or other hubs that can help you increase the impact and visibility of American Hub?
Hello, Disha. Thank you for the question. And I actually do have one partnership with the Karshi State University. Um, I usually, and my team and my teachers usually go to the Karshi State University and do some kind of mentorship, teach students at university, and we let them know about the projects. And our second partnership, now we are planning to have a partnership with youth agency in Uzbekistan, which is the biggest agency for young people. So it's just a plan for now to have a like really big partnership with youth agency.
Thank you. Erika asks one more question. What is one piece of advice you would give to someone who is on his leadership journey? Maybe you have favorite quote.
Mm, I do have my favorite quote, which I shared in my presentation as well. I always say, if you have dream, that dream was planted in your heart for a reason. So there is always a reason that you can make it true. And basically, this is my always all time favorite quote. And one piece of advice that I would give on my leadership journey, I always encouraged people to think creatively, to think free, and I was always far away from judgment. Even there were very crazy ideas, we were like laughing together, having this idea come true. Even it's very funny. Even I knew that this idea will not make any profit, let's say, or any plus. I always supported my team, and we're like, let's do it. So now my team is very motivated, and they are very they have really great sense of confidence, because they know that whatever they speak, whatever they do, I always believe in them. And so, which I really like, they are really confident in everywhere.
And I guess the last question from the audience, as we are running out of time, is what do you from Uktam Mahmudov? What do you do when you feel lazy?
I usually sleep when I feel lazy, because it is in our, I don't know, for me, sleeping is a really, let's say, luxury. And whenever I have free time, whenever I feel lazy, I always try to sleep more. since I don't have like so much time to sleep for like 7 hours, let's say. I usually in a day sleep 5 or 6 hours, which is not enough for me.
This is so true. So I
Yes.
very much agree with you. And I would like to remind that today's speaker was Surayyo Khayrullaeva. She was a C5+1 Youth Council member from Uzbekistan since 2022, right? Not 21.
Yeah, I think it was 2022 because I participated in C5+1's debate cup in 2021. That's why I was confused. I was a
Yeah.
participant.
So she talked about leading the new generation, American Hub Learning Center, and Invaluable Hub, preparing future leaders for Ivy League and international schools. So I would like to ask you two questions. The first is, what did you do as a member and alumna within C5+1 Youth Council?
Mm-hmm. As a member, I was very active for different kind of projects. Since I studied in business major and I was I had my full ride scholarship. I was very focused on my education since I couldn't. That's why I couldn't create my own project, maybe let's say. But I was very active in projects that our members did, and I was a part of it. For example, there was a my first project that I was as logistics manager or something like this in water crisis conference, which was in Osh. It was in 2022, or I'm not good at with numbers. I cannot remember the year, but it was the really nice and biggest project that we did with our team, with like 5 or 6 people. And then we also worked really hard during quiz nights, and there was a debate tournament every year that I was very actively involved in and tried to help. We were very active in, let's say, guiding people from Central Asia when they participated in debate tournament, network cup conferences. And as an alumni now, I am, as I said, I'm applying for alumni fund. I created a project. There was really nice project that I was thinking of, and then there was an opportunity. That's why I just decided to apply, and I'm just hoping for the results. And I always usually try to be more active since, as I said, I love the community. I love the people in here. So yeah, and I think in future also we will be always in touch and work together.
Okay. And can I add something before I ask the second question? I would like to remind to everyone who is watching this, after watching this session, head over to the description of the video. There you can share your thoughts by answering two quick questions. I'd like to remind that your feedback would be really helpful for us. And the second question to Surayyo is, what did you get from C5+1 Youth Council?
The first thing that I got is people always and the experience, that is still helpful for guiding my team, especially. I was very observant as a member of C5+1, and I was like observing all people in our coordinators, how they are managing the team, how they are talking to us, and I really loved everything. I felt really free, and that's what I got for my own. I let's say I copied literally for my leadership style. um, that's the biggest and very invaluable things, my connections, my networking, people, and the experience that I got for my future life, and I'm still using them.
Mhm. Thank you very much. So hold on a second. Yeah. So basically, this was the last question that I wanted to ask. I would like to remind that the information about C5+1 Youth Council is in 2016, the U.S. Embassy in the Kyrgyz Republic created the dynamic C5+1 Youth Council that brings together youth from Central Asia and Afghanistan with diverse backgrounds, leadership skills, and mindsets for positive change. Since October 2023, the Center for Civic Engagement of the American University of Central Asia has administered the C5+1 Youth Council program with a grant from the United States Department of State. The opinions, findings, and conclusions stated herein are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect those of the United States Department of State. The goal of the project is to develop a regional network of civically engaged and English-speaking youth leaders across Central Asia who work to advance C5+1 priorities. So now I would love to give final words to Surayyo. Maybe you want to give some recommendations too?
I think I've talked enough, which I really want to say at the ending of this meeting is to wish luck to everyone and believe in your dreams, work hard, and one day your really hard work will pay off. So yeah, that's the end of my speech. Thank you so much for inviting me one more time, and I really miss you guys.
Thank you so much, Surayyo. So thank you for joining this session. Thank you for your wonderful presentation, your recommendations and advices. I bet they were very useful. And please stay up to date to our pages on Facebook, YouTube, Telegram, and Instagram. Everybody who's watching us, here are the links. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye bye.
Bye bye.